No backdoor flush draw rolling off this time round. Oh my word, dealer! Back into six-handed action, and well, short stack with the boots.
Raise 500.
Savanelli with a hand and a decision. All options on the table here, in my opinion.
Raising with the aces and facing a tank. Savanelli does decide to let it go.
Oh, wow.
Wow, wow, wow.
What is going on, dealer?
Peluso with ace-king suited. And a stack of around 32 big blinds.
What a
We'll see
brutal cooler.
Is he going to shove? Or is he going to 3-bet? I would imagine 3-bet is more appealing given you've got the big stack behind who could wake up with an absolute monster, and you might find some parallel universe whereby you fold this. He does come with the raise. So it looks like 1.5. Which I like, as mentioned, you know, you don't want to shove and see the probably just about get away from your ace-king suited. All in and a call. Peluso sees the bad news.
Wow, king in the window with a heart on board, Gary.
Wow.
There's some life.
Wow. It's never easy. It's never easy.
There is some life. One heart.
Oh, it's a diamond.
No backdoor flush draw rolling off this time round. Oh my word, dealer. King of diamonds, corner pocket, Gary Blackwood. We are down to 5 players here.
Ladies are hot today as we see Flugel opening up pocket queens to 500,000. Min raises all around.
It's like that's the option he's mulling over. He does let it go. I guess he's just trying to be as balanced as possible, taking his time in those spots.
Yeah. Peluso with king jack off in the big blind, certainly going to be calling here. Little does he know Flugel is under the gun with a monster. Every pot extremely important, particularly to these shorter stack players.
Oh, wow.
As we get the jack 7-3, dream spot now for Flugel.
Oh, boy. Peluso going to have to do the dirty again. Flopping top pair, decent kicker.
An ace jack, king jack to go along with the pocket threes, the jack 7 suited of this life. So I would not be surprised to see a bet and a raise here. Calling, of course, fine, but given the texture of the board, given all those semi-bluffs you're going to have, you want to widen your value range ever so slightly.
5-handed.
He is reaching.
Let's see more chips go in.
Reaching for calling chips. Certainly nothing wrong with that. I wouldn't have been surprised to see a raise, but calling, of course, completely fine. As we see Flugel staring down his opponent. That is an intimidating stare. Is it Jesse? Oh, I can't remember. I don't want to Google it, that's cheating. It is a chunky bet, 1.4 million into a pot of 2, around 70% pot. And it sets up nicely for the river jam on bricks.
It really does.
4.8 would be in there with 3.1 behind.
Coming into that break, unless Peluso can obviously get there again.
There are also a lot of rivers that will kill the action of both players.
For sure.
4, 6, a heart, an ace. He does call. Aye, aye, aye. Queens are hot, Henry. Now, this is a really good card for Flugel because, you know, it's a really good card for him to bluff if he's going to have like ace-6 or ace-4. So he might get hero called here. Kind of like ace-king that's barreling off. Obviously, it's not ideal. We can see that he kills his action, but it's not a disastrous card in terms of it being the over card. He does have plenty of bluffs in his range here. Missed hearts, of course. As we see the all-in, and Peluso immediately grimaces. He's going to ask for a count.
Does not like it.
3.1 million to call.
Yeah, Flugel doing backflips in his mind right now. Praying for a call.
the best part is all the other players at the table are praying for a call as well. They want to just see maximum action. I've been there myself just last week.
Oh boy, he does make the call. Gets shown top set, and Flugel is up to 11 million chips.
Fogged with a very playable ace also in the cutoff. Going to come in for a raise. 500,000 chips.
Question is, are we coming back with 5 players or 4 players?
The tonic for just losing a massive pot is surely picking up pocket kings in the next hand.
Let's come with the... what is going on, man? We've literally been commentating for less than 2.5 hours. We came back with 13 left. And it has just been non-stop action so far today. Event number 1 of the World Series of Poker Europe opener.
Flugel chopping off one of his opponent's legs in the previous hand. Is he about to chop the other one off?
It's wild as well because it is off the back of Peluso tank calling in a big spot. Maybe, you know, sometimes going to be tilted here, but he does have the goods. 9-7-4, couple of hearts on board. Flugel does now have the running hearts. 15 million chip pot. Oh boy. 4 hearts on the turn. It's never easy, is it, Gary?
It's never easy, boys and girls.
1 card to come for the chip lead.
Not like this.
Flugel needs an ace or a heart to be the chip leader with 4 left and 95k and a bracelet up top. No dice.
Ooh.
It looked close, I'll tell you that much. 5 of diamonds on the river, and just like that.
One more shout out coming. Shout out to Welsh Gaz, who dragged me out the house to play. My main man Gareth Devereux dragged me out the house to play.
You have a swap ski, 5%?
Swap 10, yeah.
Swap 10?
Yeah.
Wow, what a life.
We only went to play and to get very, very drunk. I was very drunk on the first day. I was blind raising under the gun, trying to get the table to agree to a round of blind raises. Was showing cards, doing shots of Baby Guinness.
Wow.
Yeah. Was unbelievably hungover. And rocked up to day 2 with 10 bigs and shipped it.
How many left when you rocked up to day 2?
70, I think.
Oh, wow.
Thereabouts. Ran top 1%, got to be said.
Oh, the absolute fair.
Thought I played okay, but ran top 1%. As we have the battle of the king highs here. Peluso with king 3 of clubs against the king queen of diamonds of Wilco, who's just lost that pretty chunky pot.
Yeah, it was a sizable pot, yeah.
Bluffing
7 odd mil.
King in the window. Both
boy.
players happy with that. Could be blood here.
1.6 in the middle.
Wilco reaching. Not going to be checking back this king high. If he wants to be checking some back, it'll be the king deuce and the king 3s of this life, but king queen very strong indeed. As we see, he has his opponent dominated right now. Throws out a bet around half pot. I like this size, like this half pot kind of size here. Sort of does suggest that he doesn't want to bet his entire range, wants to play some check backs, which I think is smart. To the turn, 4 of hearts, pretty connected turn card. Some 5-3s and 8-5s get there, some 6-4, 7-4 type hands. Lots of bad rivers now, lots of straight completing, flush completing rivers. Wilcat with a decision to make. I think we'll see him reach again here before deciding what to do. I like this. I think a lot of players out there who are watching who might be perhaps not as experienced as these players would be very tempted to check back here. But there's lots of value to be had. This comes with 2.5 million. Again, almost a pot-sized bet, setting up for the river jam. He really does like the strength of his hand here. Peluso in a world of hurt here with just top pair, no kicker. Not going anywhere with top pair, as you'd expect. Makes the call.
All of a sudden, there's 8 million in the middle. Wilke with 6.9 behind. He's done a great job of setting up a very natural river SPR of sub 1. Should he want to jam on brick rivers such as like a jack. Oh, wow.
The 5 just slides on in there. Check,
that is brutal.
Wilco with 2 very unfortunate hands.
Wow.
And then we have the 2 bigger stacks, 7 Ellie, currently with 18 million and a very playable 10-9 of spades. He will be opening this one up on the button.
Limp. button limp.
No limp. Oh, he's limped.
He's limped the button,
limped
chat.
the button.
He has limped the button.
What is it? What has this poker become?
Let's go. Short stack in the big blind. Don't want to raise fold 10-9 suited, do you?
The chip leader, although not by much, he elects to call. And
wow.
Flugel. All his dreams are coming true right now. And it comes down Jack 5-4. You just hate your life. You're kind of happy to just shove it in. And if you take it down, so be it. You also get to make dominated hands call off. Peluso now with a spot here.
Can I have a count?
He's going to ask for a count. It's going to be very close for Peluso here, given the fact it's only really 10 big blinds. I think I lean towards a fold here, but he is kind of at the top of his range, given the fact that he's completed in the small blind. Let's see what he comes with here.
Wow, he says cool. Cards on their backs. Yeah, he's played tremendously, and I feel like this man with chips is going to be a force to be reckoned with. Well,
wow.
Queen, Jack, 4.
Queens are hot.
I guess sometimes
Little 4 on the turn.
it's just your day. 4 would be the biggest sweat, that's for sure.
Can Flugel find it?
Oh, wow, just dead on the turn, Gary. We are down to 3 players. Flugel with the needled ace on the river.
As we see Savinelli picking up the King Jack of clubs in the small blinds. Now you guys and girls watching at home will have noticed that the fewer players remaining, the more blind versus blind battles we have, and obviously we're going to have quite a lot of these now. As we see Peluso with a very healthy chip lead here, 26 million to Savinelli's 12 million. And once again, not for the first time today, we're going to a flop, blind versus blind, in one of these limp pots with 2 pretty strong hands.
Oh, wow.
How about that?
Gary, we could potentially have a new chip leader here if a club rolls off.
Oh my word. Peluso getting to work straight away. Comes with the call.
Club on the turn would be fireworks. Oh my word, Gary.
Lord in heaven. Both players loving life, although Peluso is going to get some very, very bad news very soon.
Strap yourselves in, ladies and gentlemen.
No.
We are 1 card away from a new chip leader, especially if the board doesn't pair.
2.5 million. That is a chunky bet.
The club doesn't roll off.
A quick bet as well. Not taking his time.
Wow. 3-handed. Bracelet up top.
It's a bit awkward here for Savinelli because he might want to raise, but tough to find a size that isn't all in. He elects to just call. Lots of rivers that could kill his action here if the board pairs or if a club rolls off. And we get the cleanest, cleaner than clean,
No way.
the bleachiest 3 of hearts.
7.8 million in the middle. Savinelli checking it on over to Peluso for a 3rd time. Blind v blind. Remember, this was a limped pot, chat.
Let's just listen in to Peluso after he loses this pot, because he's not going to be a happy bunny.
Savinelli is about to be the new chip leader, regardless of whether or not
He's loading the gun.
Peluso calls the check jam. The inevitable check jam, one would assume.
I think Savinelli always jams. Given the pre-flop action, you expect your opponent to raise all their suited ace-X.
Let's just make the call.
He's just called?
With the second nuts.
I don't believe that.
And he is up to 22 million. He gets shown the flush from Peluso as well, so he's going to be somewhat furious that he didn't check jam there. Oh, you're going to love that.
All right, sounds.
I'm glad you haven't seen that.
I'll check it out.
I love it when, like, people haven't seen, like, a banging movie and you're just
Yeah.
like, okay, yeah, go watch it.
Should we stick it on just now? Stream that?
Yeah, just put it up on the side, man.
Let's do it. No, I meant instead of this. As we see the raise from Vogt on the button. 10-8 offsuit. Makes it 1 million to go. Peluso with a very defendable hand. King-9 offsuit. He will make the call. Where it heads up to the flop. 9 in the window with a king behind it.
No, how about a 7 as well, Gary?
Aye, aye.
Open-ender for the German. Top 2 for Peluso.
This is action. I think we'll see Peluso play this one pretty aggressively here. It is a very wet board. You want to slow play your top twos on King 8-3 Rainbow, but King 9-7 flush draw. And he is reaching for calling chips. No, he isn't. That be a raise, Henry.
Is indeed.
1.8.
Goes for 2.6. This comes with what? 4.3x.
2.6 indeed. Really tough spot for Volk now.
It does make the call. An offsuit 6.
Oh, offsuit 6 one time. Come on.
Is the card that would get us pretty much to heads up. 7.9 in the middle.
It's close.
Inconsequential for diamonds.
Close but no cigar. 9.1 million is the effective stack. 7.9 million in there. Let's listen in. Peluso coming with the raise. Vogt with Jack 10 off in the small blind. Looks appealable to play. But when you've only got 15 big blinds, you have to tread very carefully. He looked down at his chips and then thought better of it. I thought for a moment he was going to stick it in there. A very ambitious jam for 15 bigs. He does like to let it go though. And Savinelli with 8-3 offset in the big blind. I don't think we'll see him with.
Oh boy. There was me thinking he was about to fold.
I'm very surprised to see this. This is an unbelievably loose peel.
Just 3-bet in the old.
Oh, he's 3-bet.
8-3.
He's 3-bet to 3.5. Sorry, I thought he peeled.
Was a €100 hoodie? He does.
There's
come
the
for the jab.
all-in. Savinelli gifting chips to his compatriots.
For hand number 120.
Hasn't felt like 120 hands. It feels like it's been a lot faster than that. As you see Savinelli, he limps in.
Wow, so Savinelli limping in off sub 20. Peluso just
here
puts
we
him
go.
in, and Savinelli snap calls. Hang on a minute, Gary. €37,000 flip, and that coveted WSOP gold bracelet on the line. Jack 6-4, not even a club, Gary, for the old backdoor flush draw sweat.
Diamonds for Peluso.
10 of clubs changes nothing, and Gary, that man right there with the bucket hat and the orange hoodie, Peluso is one card away from winning a bracelet and €95,000. Deuce of diamonds. We have our first bracelet winner of the World Series of Poker Europe, live from King's Resort.